Hi, so I'm on my way up the mountain. On my way home, I'm very relieved to go home and sleep in my own bed. And being that tomorrow is Valentine's Day, and I am one of many lonely hearts out in the world, I'm going to make a point of doing some really nice things for myself tomorrow. And I encourage you to do the same. I did make myself some Valentine's Day pistachio date cookies, which I made a little video about showing people how to do it if you are inspired to make yourself a little sweet something for Valentine's Day. And other than that, of course, I encourage you to just eat good food and treat yourself well, and to go easy on yourself if you tend to look down on yourself if you don't have someone in your life that you would call your Valentine. So I'm sending love to you. Now let's go ahead and jump into today's tarot. The opening card that we have for today is the Nine of Wands. This guy has been showing up a lot lately, and he's telling us to learn from our past mistakes. Now, considering that it is a Nine of Wands, it's showing that there's some kind of completion that we're coming to in regard to our own behavior and our will. Like if we take a few steps back from, being so engaged in what we're actually doing and actually look at how we get engaged and pulled into all these different areas, we can see how we kind of get pulled away from that which we ultimately want to focus on and move toward, because we can see that there's these 8 wands behind this person while they have 1 wand in their hand, and they're looking like they've been a little bit scuffed up. So we are learning from our past situations and our past mistakes. Now, the challenge that we have for today is the Queen of Pentacles. So this is a card that's associated with Capricorn energy. We have a lot of planetary influences and transits going through the sign of Capricorn right now. So wherever Capricorn is in your chart, that's likely the work that you are engaged with right now, especially because Pluto is the sign of transformation, the planet of transformation, and it is sitting there. Now, the card that I just showed, which is a woman sitting on a throne with a coin sitting on her lap, is associated with our life path and our career. And perhaps we're feeling challenged by choosing the direction that we want to go in, and consider that Capricorn is governed by the mountain goat. And you can't really have any question in your mind when you're a mountain goat and you are jumping from one precipice onto another ledge, right? You have to be very sure-footed. And so it's reminding us to take a look at our values and what ultimately we want to move toward in our life. Now, the way that we're going to get through that challenge came in as the 4 of Wands. So the 4s as numbers are numbers of stability. And the wand is a stabilized will, a stabilized effort. And so consider perhaps if there's something that you want to manifest, and if you don't like the word manifest, that's fine. If there's something that you want to create in your life, some kind of project that you want to materialize, perhaps, how do you become disciplined in your actions in regard to making it happen? Do you need to create a schedule for yourself? Where can you bring stability in routine to make sure that you put effort toward it in a regular and disciplined way? Now, the overall outcome that we have for today is interesting. We have the High Priestess. She's been showing up quite a lot recently. And the High Priestess is a major arcana card, and she is speaking of this influence of the moon and the waxing and waning moon cycles. And we're moving towards a full moon in a couple of days. And consider that the High Priestess represents the energy of the Akasha. And when we look at how much of our mind we actually use, it's a small percentage when compared to our subconscious. So there's actually a lot more there in our subconscious, or in our Akashic space, than that we could have access to. And so it's reminding us to tap into our intuition and to look into our own intuitive guidance as far as which direction we feel really called to go. And one thing that I encourage you to do, you know, if you feel a sense of limitation in the mind, is to actually go into your imagination and into your intuition. Now consider that, you know, what you think is possible may be confined to the experiences that you've already had or the experiences that you've seen other people go through. And there's so much more potential in the world, in this universe, that can be actualized outside of what we've already experienced. And we are, as I said, moving into this phase of a full moon, and it's also going to be an eclipse. So wherever Leo is in your chart, you're going to be seeing something that's illuminated and something that will give you some really intuitive sense of knowing as far as the direction that you're moving toward in the coming months ahead. So I wish you well in that, and I will see you again soon. Have a blessed Valentine's Day. As I said before, I hope you do something nice for yourself tomorrow morning. I will see you again tomorrow. I'll be in my normal environment because right now I am in transit, driving up the mountain. I wanted to catch some light before the sun went down. So, and let's see if I can catch the moon back there. Don't know if you can see the moon up there, working its way to full. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Mwah.